Yo, how's it going, y'all? Welcome back to Round Robin. Top 8 is here, and this is the second day of Top 8. Yesterday we got to watch a couple nice sets, and today we have a couple more. So yesterday we watched GG. They played against Apex, then they played against Rejects. And today we've got two sets, 4 different teams playing today. We're going to be starting off, I guess, first let's show the leaderboard, show how things are going. Let me check one more thing though. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Yeah, all right. I'll share my screen and we can show how leaderboard's looking right now. I mean, it's pretty early on. Hard to see which teams are emerging as the favorites, although 3 teams are 2-0. Origin, 7res, and Oblivion won both of their sets yesterday. Apex and GG won 1 set each. Moon, Metro, and Rejects are all 0-2. So that's been the start. And then going down here and looking at Tours 1 and 2, you can see the results of the matches. So we watched GG beat Apex, and then we watched GG lose to Apex, and then GG beat Rejects. So those are the 2 we're watching yesterday. And then today will be 7res Origin to start things out. 2 undefeated teams, so this will be a good one, hopefully. And then after that, we're going to be watching Moon and GG down here. So yeah, covering GG a lot at the start. I try to watch each team at least once, and this was best opportunity I could find to watch Moon to kind of coincide with the rest of them. But yeah, so that is where we are at the moment in the tournament. After today, we'll be more than halfway done, and then we'll have a day off tomorrow, and then things will pick back up on Saturday. So yeah, that is where we are at the moment. So looking forward to today's games. I do need to step away for a moment really quickly. Actually, I did pour myself a water and then I forgot to bring it over, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. That's where we're at. Must be a saxophone day. Let's just listen to silent saxophone sag. Oh, nice. Lots of jazz today. Very nice. Let me grab my water. I'll be right back. We'll get started. I'm getting my invite in just a minute here. We're back. Will it be fast? I already poured it. I have to bring it over, but here we are. I got my invite, so we can get that set up, and then we can also look at challengers and lower echelon real quick as well. Cool. So, something's wrong with my tool. That's fine. 7 rats on the left, origin on the right. All right. So we're all set there. Again, this is a best of 7, as are the rest of the tournaments. And we can start off by looking at challengers. Did things not happen yesterday? Maybe there were no sets yesterday and it was only today. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. So the sets begin today. So that's why only 5 teams were signed up. Mistake on my end, I suppose. I thought that lower echelon and challengers started yesterday, but they actually start today. So I guess the dates were off a little bit or something, but now we've got 11 teams, whereas earlier I think when we looked there were only 5. But now we've got 11, so Latte, 2400, Rev, Filth, Raka, ICS, PT2K, YSL, VZN, Moss, and K5D are all registered. And I believe registration is closed. Okay, cool. And then challengers. So we did see Photon add themselves to the mix. It's only Astro that seems to not be playing. So my fault for the slander for calling out all the teams weren't registering. Turns out it wasn't over, and I just wasn't paying attention to the date, I guess. So I am a buffoon. Today is the 19th, so I guess I had my dates mixed up, but the fact that this says starting time 3:19, I guess throws me off. I don't know. I'm a fool. Didn't read. What's up, Dondi? What's up, Nice Shot? And Slick. Got your Bluetooth. Awesome. Hope that you can enjoy the audio. And here we go. We've got 7 rats versus Origin. I am reminded that Origin apparently has a new logo. One of their members DM'd me last night. I replied this morning. And didn't get the logo, so I mean, I can't really use the logo if I don't get it. So we are still using their old one, but it's all good. If you guys are watching the YouTube VOD, you'll probably see the corrected logo on the thumbnail and probably in future streams. I'm assuming it's going to get corrected soon after they watch it, but fair enough. Anyway, we are watching 2 undefeated teams, 7 rats and Origin are both in. First map is going to be Rockfield, again, best of 7 for all the sets in top 8. What's up, OG? Welcome to the stream. Saying hi to Draconic as well. I'm not sure. Is Draconic here? I don't expect him to be here, actually. He's been out as of late. He's been busy. But if he is here, that's awesome. Hope he's doing well. Hope you are doing well, Draconic. I should address you directly, of course. I don't even know how to check who's in my chat from the dashboard. I have to open up a separate thing. I don't see him. Tanner's in here. What's up, Tanner? Call him out by name. My fault. I shouldn't be doing that. I'm a little too nosy. Oh well. We'll ignore it. It's fine. Let me check YouTube stream, make sure it's running properly. Twitch looks fine. YouTube, I mean, people are saying hello. And YouTube's good. Okay. For some reason it was saying that I need to connect to my encoder, and I was like, I thought I did that. But it was just loading. We're all good. Anyway. Minute till we begin. I'm looking at the lineups. It is mostly Clippers, as is the meta. 4 crons per team. Origin's also rocking an F3 and IS4 and a Ho-Ri, so running a TD here on Rockfield. Nice. And then 7 Rats has an IS4 T100 and an F3 of their own. Okay, Origin gets rid of one of their Crons for another F3. Also looks like Call Me Daddy Krim is playing for Origin right now. I wasn't 100% sure how much he would be attending this season, as there's frankly not much motive without a cash prize for people to play this early or this late, depending on, if you're playing other servers or not. But he is motivated enough to be here, and I respect him for that. And let's get started, I guess, with our first game of the third set of top 8. We'll see if I have crazy ping issues today like I did yesterday. I didn't end up restarting my PC last night. I was thinking about doing that. I didn't do it. But I doubt it would make much of a difference. Restarting my game should have a similar effect. And it looks like we're back to having loss. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all good. I'm getting DDoSed or something. Alright, but anyway. Light tank for 7 rats. Origin does not have one. 7 rats going to put it right into the middle. Go for early spots. Finds Call Me Daddy and the Kron Von going A. In fact, Origin is sending most of their tanks towards A. 5 of the 7. Rob covering C and Cora covering Rob. We have seen the same layout in the past, actually. I think when we watched Origin play in PYS, they did that. Ooh, Call Me Daddy getting blind fired there. Okay, okay. Must have been the light putting that in, I'm not sure, but good damage going in. 7 rats will take the cap lead, putting tanks into C, and also blind resetting the IS-4, trying to grab A. He backs out. Quebec gonna keep going for it, may as well if you're not getting spotted. Aiming another HE and gets it. So 7 rats is just trying to delay the base grab. Origin's not going to try for it, but Senpai getting hit. One of the F3s for 7 rats, taking a good bit of damage. And Origin's going to switch their attention to grabbing B. Yeah, F3 taking lots of damage. He's already bled quite heavily. Rob has only taken 1 hit, feeling quite fine at the moment. I think maybe it would have been Choo Choo cross map. Looks like 7 rats is going to go for that push right away, potentially. At least they're going to feel for it with Draconics and Black Viper. Yeah, he wants to go for it here. And they will trade. Draconics going to get in there as well. Cora is covering in the Ho-Ri, but he gets shot instead, and Rob has nowhere to run. Getting crossfired by the F3 in the pushing Crons. They get the first kill of the game. In the meantime, Origin does grab the A base, but they are down a tank, and Cora is already quite low. 7 rats might be able to clip Cora out. They do. 2 quick kills to start things off. Quebec has taken the liberty of going all the way back to the self-boost, as their 2 tanks up might as well have something back there. Ghost being the sacrificial tank for 7 rats here. Origin going to push with 3. Archangel getting in there as well. He might push the F3. Yes, he does do that. Ghost does fall. Archangel trying to get in there for the kill. Not going to worry about it. Is Ron Delisha looking for it? No, Ron's getting double clipped himself. Did he miss that shot? I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but dying with nearly a full clip. Archangel's getting hit hard by Choo Choo, and presumably Quebec putting shots in from all the way up top as well. Down he goes, and 7 rats is going to be taking game 1 here quite convincingly. 6 versus 3, they're up on the HP. They are up on the caps. No problems here. Origin might want to try to get the kill on Senpai. They do get that. But it'll still be challenging for them to bring it back. Black Viper just needs to stay protected here. Maybe Quebec join the fray, but not worried about it quite yet. And Call Me Daddy getting hit pretty hard. Quebec will join the fight. They're going to hunt down Kurt, and Choo Choo still got plenty of health as well. 7 rats stopping the B base. No issues for them. Draconics is going to set up a crossfire as well. He is alone. Looks like Yara's going to try to get the kill on him, along with Call Me Daddy. But they will lose Curtain. Quebec's going to sneak right behind them. And 7 rats should be able to take this game. Missed HE from the Kron. And both tanks now out of shells. Drath is just going to drive over. Down goes Call Me Daddy. Yarrow may survive, but caps are going to reach 1,000. Oh, he's not going to survive. Is he? He is. Fair enough. But yeah, game 1 going to 7 rats. Getting that quick kill on Rob. Identifying an isolated target. He'll take game 1 over Origin. The nice 4K from Choo Choo all on the way in the back. Hard win 3.7, but not enough. A nice game 1 win. There we go. Sup, Bobby? Got the F3. Awesome. Hope you enjoy the tank. It's pretty good. Very easy to use as well. Sneaky saying hello. What's up, Sneaky? What's up, Marquise? Marquis. My bad. Tanner saying, yo, what's up? And Taze. Get it here, washed. Oh, that's crazy. Respect your elders. Respect your elders. Anyway, looking to game number 2. No light tank. No, they are. Okay, never mind. Didn't see the Vickers in there. We got a Vickers for 7 rats this time. Origin running the T100. Cool. It's still mostly Clippers, but a GFT being snuck in the mix there. 7 rats running a tank destroyer themselves now. Yarrow also offline. Does Origin have subs? I can't see the middle, and there are no spectators allowed in top 8, so can't see him at all. But nope, Yarrow's back online. Maybe just a game restart. Not sure what's going on there, but it's all good. 4 crowns. A Felice 16,200. Cool. Tanner, I heard you were considering a return. I'm guessing the lack of cash is what kept you away. I don't know if you want to talk about it here, but is there a chance you come back if Wargaming brings back prize pool, or are you happy where you are in life, stepping away from the game? I myself was planning on stepping away. I'm still here because Wargaming's got the new tournament manager, and I think it is best for me to at least help with the transition before I make that decision. And who knows, maybe if things go in a new direction that I like, it could convince me to stay, but not sure at the moment. Okay, Origin will be spotting C this time. 7 rats bringing the light all the way up to A. But for the most part, teams are going to be meeting each other at C. Cora lit in the middle. Actually, lots of Origin tanks getting lit. 7 rats only finally getting lit on the outside here. But Ghost and Senpai, Senpai is not looking to cross the Origins. Got all of those Krons lined up to nuke whatever crosses. But Ghost able to get through anyway and actually has a pretty nice position against all the Origin tanks. Nicely hauled down. Should be able to put in some damage here. Yeah, a couple into Yarrow. Well played. Rondelisha keeping the Vickers away from grabbing the A base. Draconic's taking a big hit from Cora though. Senpai also crossing into C. 7 rats will take the aggressive position of taking the base. Also GFT hitting Rob. 7 rats will take the cap lead here. Origin's got 2 tanks on A, as do 7 rats. But T100 LT will step that base. No real way for 7 rats to reset that one. Looks like Cora's looking cross map at Choo Choo and Quebec. And 7 rats could drop on him with Trath and Draconics. But then Yarrow, Curtin, and Archangel would respond, so it looks like maybe they don't want to do that. Yeah, they're looking at stopping the main push here. Big shots into Curtin, who's overpeaked a little bit. And now 7 rats is going to come from behind and get the kill on Curtin here. Yeah, that should be a clean kill. And 7 rats are taking good initiative in these games. 2 quick kills. Choo Choo does eventually go down Rondelisha and Cora, but a 2-for-1 trade, not looking great for Origin as they are down the HP quite a bit. Call Me Daddy is farming from behind, but it's not enough to stop the 7 rat swarm here. Rob is going to have to shoot his reserve shell. He's about to fall. Bounces the reserve shot, actually. And yeah, about to see another 6-on-3 scenario here. Origin not going to have a shot at winning this one either. 7 rats with the sweep on a rock field, just about. We're going to put in one final shot. May have time to reload another since Trath isn't rushing, but things are still looking quite bleak. 3k hit point deficit will not be easy to overcome. Most likely impossible. No Tala, no Hala. Yeah, totally get it. Origin does pick up Trath. Alicia missing the shot under Connix, and he's just going to get farmed in return. Down he goes. There's Korra and Call Me Daddy. Gonna put in another couple shots. Oh, an HE. Alright. But that's going to be game 2 as well. Getting the kill on Senpai before being rammed by the Team 100. Or before the Vickers rammed him. Nice. I can't speak today. Cool. But yeah. 7-Rats sweeping Origin. I know there were concerns as to how good Origin would be this season with their roster. And while they had a really good day yesterday, they were 8-0, I believe. They 4-0'd both teams they played. Now against 7-Rats, they are faltering a little bit here. Slow start. Perhaps they can bring it back on the next map of Naval Frontier. Don't play 3 servers for 300k gold. Are you really a true blitzer? I guess I'm not a true blitzer, man. Some free cheddar cheese. Not sure what that means. You thinking the server's free pickings once the money comes back? Could be. I don't know if Joker's gonna stick around. Maybe they heard word of Tanner and they decided to bail while they could. Wouldn't doubt it. Not for a minute. Anyway, 7-Rats is already lined up for Naval. They've got 4 Crons, 2 of 3s of Felice, all Clippers on their team. Very cool. A nice meta we've got on our hands. Origin might do the same, all Clippers. Nope, I'll keep a T100 in the mix. And the Hori, okay, so they're going back to a tank destroyer here. Cool. The naval map. Again, best of 7. So if Origin wants to survive, they have to take at least 1 game here. No open pick for got soft hands. Taze, for some reason your name sounds somewhat familiar, but I'm not putting a finger on it. Can you remind me? The name sounds familiar. Maybe an old name that I don't recognize, but I'm not 100% on that. Anyway, we can focus on the game here. 3 F3s, sorry, not 3 F3s. 2 Crons and an F3 going high for 7-Rats. So, Choo-Choo getting hit. The opening crossing, Call Me Daddy spotting in the T100 LT. Rondelisha getting hit, stepping towards C. Curtain and Ron will double grab it. And then pressure from tanks up top to try to keep the resets off. Quebec's still going to shoot for resets, but getting hit for about 300 damage there with all that HE. Black Viper now sneaking in there, try to put some damage in himself. Curtain's unloaded a full clip, so going to take some time to reload. Not going to try to step C anymore. Yara's actually grabbing A, so they don't really need to take C anymore. It's not worth sacrificing too much over. They've got the base lead. 7-Rats, though, they're sneaking and slithering around with their F3. Not stepping the B base, but going around maybe to catch them off guard. Draconic's doing the same. And they will have a bit of a surround here on Curtain, who seems to be the target. And yep, now he's spotted. The push from 7-Rats has been identified, and Origin's a little spread out to do anything about it. Yaro's far away. Rob finally getting in the mix. Korra's putting his Hori gun in there, but Backing up. Big trade, actually. Rob should be able to pick up a kill on Senpai. Does that. And 7 still haven't picked up their kill on Curtain. They actually lose Black Viper. Although Quebec's in a position on Archangel here. Ghost is taking damage up top. Core sneaking shots in. With the Ho-Ri, Rob probably going to go in to clean that up along with Rondalisha. And Curtain is still alive somehow, only finally dying. 7 took their sweet time with that push. It did not work out well for them. They're actually putting a tank on B now. Waste of a nearly full health Felice. When this game is clearly not going down to caps. At least that's not the major part of it. It may eventually after the fight here, but the fight is what matters right now. Caps are secondary at the moment. Quick's gonna go for a clip here on Archangel. Rob trying to HP share. Will get in there. Yep, good HP sharing from Rob. Keeping teammate alive. 5v3 as Kami Daddy falls. And they're actually getting hit hard by the tanks in B, so it wasn't necessarily the caps that they were worried about. They end up getting the kill on Yarrow. But at the end of the day, 4v3. Actually, 7 has the HP lead now. But having an extra tank is a nice thing. Unfortunate for Origin that they lost their T100. Probably would have been a really nice thing to keep in the end game here. So 7 still has a chance, I suppose. Rob finds Draconics. Choo-Choo spotted on A. So that's 2 of the 3 7 tanks identified. They don't know where the last one is. They know what area is in, obviously, when they got the kills in B, but don't know exactly. Also, Choo-Choo dropping down. Draconics and Rob still feeling themselves out. Choo-Choo's going to go around and end up finding Rondalisha here. The awkward little spread that Origin has could be a problem. Ron has the ability to take damage from Choo-Choo unless he rolls super high here. Taratha's going to sneak in as well. Actually, 7 might take this game as well if they can pick up this kill without too much issue. Choo-Choo able to reload the clip. He'll be able to get this kill. Actually, does it in 3 shots. Got the super high roll with that second shell. And all of a sudden, tanks are even. And it's 7 with the lead. So, Origin completely hanging. One of their boys out to dry. Mr. Rondalisha not having a fun one there. I bet they really are wishing that they had that T100 LT still in the fight right now. Tarath was spotted in the middle, so they still know where everyone is. Draconics is going for a bit of a risky cross here. He's going to find Rob, but he's looking for Korra. Korra puts the shot in. Rob should be able to clip out. And Taratha's looking for an angle. Actually finds Archangel here. So that's all 3 Origin tanks lit. They pick up a kill of their own, so 7 hanging a tank of their own. Archangel running up like that, though. Just bringing himself closer to Choo-Choo unknowingly. Big shot from Trath into Archangel, making him a 1-tap. So he doesn't have any time to react if someone starts shooting at him. Choo-Choo spotted up top. Archangel knows that someone's hunting him down. Rob trying to put shots in. 7 is going to stop the C base. Turns out that caps will end up mattering here. But a shot does go into Choo-Choo. Korra sneaking that one in, and I don't think he took anything in return. Really good result. Origin's looking nice there. Rob finding Trath. But Rob's in the open. Trath has cover. Gonna try to throw himself in the mix, but big shot from Korra into Trath. Rob should be able to get this kill. He's aiming it in, bounces it. Aim this one in. Bounces it again. Trath gets Korra. Rob finally picks up Trath, but 2 bounced kill shots allow Origin, or allow 7 to get 2 kills there. Rob takes the C base back, but now it's 7 with the cap lead by 5 points. And it's a 1v1 ski. Did Rob just toss the game here? Choo-Choo firing a shot, gonna want to reload that clip. Rob puts one in. Gonna try to put in a second here. Gets the kill. Rob able to clutch it, almost completely throwing that one away. With 2 missed kills into the Felice, but able to survive it somehow. And Origin are on the board, although a sloppy game at that. They're gonna need to clean things up quite a bit if they want to survive this. Again, I didn't see what happened to the T100 LT, but it shouldn't be easy for 7 to hunt down a light tank, especially the only one alive at that point. The only one in the game. Yeah. 4.75 kills. Makes it look like Rob did a Herculean job, but man, almost sold it at the end. Anyway, we won't keep harping on about it. Game's over, we're on to the next one, but Origin is on the scoreboard now. What's up, AJ? Oh, it's Bubba. Okay, never mind. I would not have guessed that. Would not have guessed that. My fault. Maybe I was just thinking of Rays, like Rays from, you know, Purple. But that's not who I was thinking of. Anyway. What's up, Lindsay Pravda? What's up, Get Justice? What's up, the Ginny Gin? Welcome all. Origin will again keep the T100 in the Ho-Ri. Korra put in really good work in that end game. Big shots, able to survive enough hits for a while. I didn't see Choo Choo's play. I was too busy looking at Rob and Trath, but looks like Seven Rat's actually pulling Trath out of the fleet. J Ghost wants to run it this time. Fair enough. He's the captain. He gets to make these decisions. And yeah, let's get game number 4. Maybe we'll tie it up after 4. Perchance. Four crons for 7 Rats, 4 F3s for Team Origin. This time it's A for 7 Rats. Origin may send a couple tanks? No. Yara's staying back and Rondelisha is going to go to the TD spot. Okay. Understandable. Call Me Daddy again getting good early spots and a shot in a Black Viper. So good info. Origin knows 7 Rats is committing A, so they will step C quickly. Rob getting right on in. Curtin as well. Quebec's not going to pressure, despite being up top. And there we go, cap lead Origin. 7 Rats is actually driving through with Choo Choo, not quite. Trath taking some hits. So Choo Choo is there to pressure the reset spot. But Korra and the Ho-Ri having a bit of a sneaky position to put some damage in. He's gonna elect not to fire. He doesn't want to get himself spotted. Korra and Yarrow are going to have to back themselves up. Ghost is going to spot them soon. This could be trouble for Yarrow here. He gets lit. Korra getting lit as well. Lots of missed shots from 7 Rats, though, and Black Viper's taking some more damage. They're going to try to cut off Rondelisha here. That should be a quick kill. And Ron driving forward, he just needs to put in his clip. He knows he's going to die, but for some reason he exposed himself to Trath there as well. But able to put in his clip regardless. 7 Rats got 5 tanks forward, though, in Origin. Still super spread out. Rob, Curtin on the other side of the map. Archangel not able to support this either. Ghost, though, taking 1,000 damage in that crossing. Korra activating his reactive a bit too late there. But Ghost is still taking damage here, and I think Korra's just gonna swing for the kill. Misses it, though. No, he put that into Choo Choo. I think he knew he was gonna go down. He might as well just put in the shot before falling. Yarrow will fall. Korra might be able to put one more in. Does, actually. So able to utilize the tank quite well to the point where even though 7 Rats have a 2-tank advantage, they are down a lot on the hit points. They have no tanks above half HP except Senpai, who's barely half. Rob is pressuring Trath over on A. Hopefully this time does not bounce any more kill shots. Trath is going to try to kite, see if Rob overextends and gets hit super hard. Takes 800 there, but brings Trath down to 60 HP. Archangel Call Me Daddy still playing passively here. They're going to want to look for kills. Senpai stepping B. Draconic's Archangel making contact up top. Draconic's going to drop. Choo Choo going to support from behind. Archangel going to take some damage here for this crossing. This might not have been worth it. Miss from Draconic's, though. Choo Choo's going to help out. Archangel's looking up at Choo Choo, realizing, okay, we can just get the kill here instead. He's going to back up and reload. Looking elsewhere, Rob still getting covered by Black Viper, but gets the kill on Trath, as well as Call Me Daddy picking up Choo Choo. And now Draconic's is in a bit of a pinch. So Call Me Daddy making that nice play going across, and Archangel not dropping down. Good play. Seven Rats has grabbed the B base, but Origin can just keep getting kills. They don't have to worry about the cap pressure as much. And just like that, they have the tank advantage, and they are stopping A with Rob as well, though Curtain getting hit cross map. Missing the kill on Black Viper. Wait, will Curtain fall here? 392 HP. Barely surviving that. Yiker's peak from Curtain there, but Archangel finds the F3 in the middle. Call Me Daddy's gonna be able to find Ghost here in a moment. Ghost is looking sideways. Call Me Daddy, yep, spots him. Gets the kill. Curtain picks up Black Viper. Finally cross map. Rob dropping on Senpai. And these games are getting exciting, man. Seven Rats and Origin going back and forth on maps, although games 1 and 2 Rockfield not nearly as close as games 3 and 4 on Naval here. But this time Origin were able to keep their tanks alive, survive the push from Seven Rats, and put plenty of damage in. Korra putting in a lot of damage. He went down pretty early, but swinging as quickly as he could with his gun. Put in plenty of damage going down. It was enough to secure Origin the HP lead to carry them into the endgame. Just like that, here we are with Game 5. It's going to be a Dynasty Pearl for games 5 and 6. Do we see a tiebreaker between these two? It's exciting. Old Timer, what's up, Jenny? 10-year player? Awesome. Good to see some old timers still around. I have been around for a while myself. Took a bit of a break in the middle of my career, but I'm technically an old head of the game. Joker in the hunt. Joker is not signed up this season, Bobby. So they didn't see any cash, so they didn't sign up. Same thing that Tanner said. No dollar, no holla. I like that line. So they backed out. We'll see if they come back next season. A lot of their individual players are still playing. Like Yaro's on Origin, Lixum is on Apex, Paffy's on Oblivion, Krish is on Apex, I believe. You know, so they're still around. A lot of the players still have passion for the game, but some of them taking a bit of a breather. They play for the money, and since the money's not here, they're not here. Anyway, we can take a look at the Dynasty map here. Go over lineups once we see them. Joker must be fave if they're playing. Yeah, they are not. Yeah, Alejandro is correct in the chat. Here we are, all tied up 2-2. I was gonna say both teams likely rocking all heavies here, but this time Origin's running Call Me Daddy in the Hori. I'm surprised Korra's not running it. I know he's been running it so far this tournament for the team, but not this time. Looks like Mr. Krim is finally getting more tanks on NA. That's a good thing. Both teams making contact both in A and in C areas. But Origin will be the first to cap. And no, Korra's driving right through. They want to see if they can get the pinch on Black Viper, but Archangel himself might get hit pretty hard here by Choo Choo and Draconics if he's not paying any attention here. And he doesn't seem to be. He's going to cross. Oh boy. I'm surprised they didn't have Black Viper hold his shot. But now that he's peeking in, oh, he's going to get touched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into Archangel. That's painful. 2407. Right into him. And at that point, you just got to commit to dumping your clip, right? But he decided to back out and wasted Origin's time a lot there. Korra's going to have a clip into Black Viper now, but Archangel having to play scared. Big overextension. Lack of experience maybe for Archangel. Ghost is going to grab B in the midst of all that mess. To be fair, Origin has put in some damage of their own. The hit points aren't that far away, but Rondelisha is now finding himself in a bit of a little sticky situation with Quebec on his rear. Ghost and Black Viper, though, will go down. Didn't see exactly what happened there, but Yaro's putting some work in in 7 Rat's own spawn. And even though they do get the kill in Rondelisha, they're going to try to roll forward into Curtain here. Yaro's putting in work over there. Cora's going to try to set up a crossfire. Cora's quite low, though. Not going to be easy for him to do. And 7 Rats has a good push here. Quebec should pick up this kill. Lining up the shot. Gotta hit it. Does. An Archangel has to play so passive for this entire game. He gets spotted. He's a free kill. Yaro's just going to try to shove Choo Choo here. He's got pretty much all the HP for the team. Along with Call Me Daddy, who's been sneaking around back there in the Ho-Ri. Trades with Turdy, but trading with the Clipper's never fun. Although he's going to hold on to his shots. And Cora, Draconics. Cora and Rob going to go for Draconics here. Now Choo Choo turning around for them, but Yaro can put in plenty of DPM. Along with Archangel finally making himself known. Senpai's going to go for 2 quick kills here. Picks up Rob. Will pick up Cora as well. 3 versus 3. Call Me Daddy's kind of getting handled by the double tanks, but able to get the kill on one. Will have time to put one more shot into Quebec before going down here. Does that. Quebec should be able to pick up the kill. But Yaro going to have to deal with Senpai here. Quebec getting the kill. And Archangel still alive on 43 HP. Playing so passively. Has to. Yaro missing the shot. You don't want to be missing those. This is crunch time. And now he's low. Archangel trying to put a cross shot into Quebec. But Quebec is more worried about Yaro here. And Senpai trying to open up for the shot, but doesn't. And now Quebec gonna have to sneak in shells here. HE to bring him down to 494, but gonna need a good roll. And Yaro sneaking in such an incredible shot. Archangel's just gonna come in from the other side here. Even an HE splash should do it. Only on 1 HP, Quebec. Yaro bouncing it, though. Quebec bouncing the return shot. Had an opportunity, but the little tap into Yaro actually enough to die on a ram. And now Origin's got the set lead here. 3-2. Momentum is shifting, although I will say every game that Origin's won, but incredibly close. 7 Rats is playing this set extremely well. Just not able to close them out. Call Me Daddy with 4.2, Yaro 4.1. They put in work here. And you're sneaking in some really good mechanical shots into the end game there that really helped solidify the win. And somehow Archangel staying alive did end up winning them the game. If 7 Rats rolled a little bit higher, they would have had that kill, but no can do. And he'll definitely learn from that peak. I'm sure he won't see him make that again. But there we go. Game 6 now. And 7 Rats are running some new tanks here. Mouse for the first time today. G-Sor for the first time today. I like it. No money, why would they? Exactly, Jules. I mean, some people play for the love of the game, but I don't know. Joker's got nothing left to prove, right? Winning a season isn't something that's new to them, right? Pretty much every team other than Joker and Origin, like, haven't won. Like, there are individual players who have won on other teams, but none of these other teams have won a season. So they have everything to prove, which is why they're still trying. And for some reason, Core is still motivated. Even though he's won plenty of seasons himself, and I respect that, but I would totally understand if you dropped. Again, Joker absolutely has nothing left to prove. They like winning seasons at this point for money, not necessarily to prove themselves. Anyway, again, Ho-Ri for Origin. They love running that tank. I think 5 games now out of 6. Also, interestingly, we saw a light tank from 7 Rats. I believe that was a Panzerwagon. Yeah. Don't usually see a whole lot of light tank play on this map, but they're trying for something sneaky here. Again, the G-Sor got some solid DPM. One thing I think is interesting is on EU, apparently there's a lot of FV2 and 5V play as like the extra tank, but we haven't really seen any of those on NA. Quebec's going to go for an early C grab. No, just going to cross through. Spots a few tanks from Origin though. Others are getting lit in the town. Ghost spotting that up. And this time it looks like 7 Rats wants to take quick advantage of Rob being there. Is Quebec going in? No, Quebec's just there for spotting. Not going to make the same peak what 7 Rats did, but 7 Rats, they're taking full confidence that Rob is alone, but he gets hit hard there, 1300. But this time, it works for 7 Rats because Origin didn't have enough tanks defending Rob. And I feel like this is the second game now that Rob's been hung alone. And Ghost is just going to put in as much damage as he can trying to go down. It's going to take Origin a bit longer to finish him off. And Origin are losing a lot of HP elsewhere. Rondelisha, Curtin both taking some big hits. Where it should have the kill on Ghost, does. But they're going to lose their second tank shortly. Curtin is now going to be surrounded by 3. Call Me Daddy fighting Quebec. Light tank against a TD. Call Me Daddy properly playing this against the wall here and going to try to sneak for an HE. Not able to hit it. It does hit it. So what was that? What ping am I talking about? What the heck? That's ridiculous. I mean, I guess maybe it's my packet loss not seeing that shot looped in, but that's ridiculous. Regardless, though, 7 Rats are winning everywhere else in the map. Arrow pinned down. Cora pinned down. 7 Rats will force the tiebreaker here. Call Me Daddy does sneak the shot into the Panzerwagon, though. Imagine being a TD and winning the 1v1 against a light tank. That's some skill right there. But it's not going to be enough to carry them to a victory here. The 7 Rats do force the tiebreaker. What map do we have? There we go. Good shots from 7 Rats to clean things up. Game 7, Origin 7 Rats. Only one team can remain undefeated after this set. Both teams are 2-0 at the moment. And what do we got? Tarath on top with 3.7. Choo-Choo also having 3.7. And it's Faust as the tiebreaker. Cool, cool. Love me some Faust. Do we see another Ho-Ri for Origin there? They're running the tank quite a bit. 7 Rats with a light again. And Origin's taking their sweet time. 7 Rats has been ready super quick, pretty much every single game here. Origin may be making some adjustments on the fly, or maybe some of their tank selections are a little bit scarce. I know for Call Me Daddy it probably is. Curtin, I think, as well as a slower battle count, but I might be wrong about that. But I don't think they have much issues with tank selection. It's going to be Kron's F3s and a 60. It's Rob in the 60 again. 7 Rats rocking a concept in there. Game 7 coming indeed. Blame it on set. What's up? EU not using 2 and 5B. I watched a couple streams with 2 and 5B, but maybe not a whole lot. Fair enough. I might have not had a good enough sample size. I've only seen a couple streams. And there was a decent usage of 2 and 5B in those. But I don't think we've seen a single one of them on NA. Is it just all Krons then, for the most part? And then a light as needed, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Game 7, winner of this, undefeated, 3-0. Would be a very good look for qualifying into top 4. Light tank for Origin. Didn't see that one, actually. I missed that. Spotting Ghost on the crossing. Gonna spot Black Viper. Senpai as well. But 7 Rats barely getting the cap lead there. Quebec was spotting A. Didn't find anything. Origin's playing that area slow. And 7 Rats not going to be crossing at all here. Look like they wanted to, but they're going to rotate back out. And Call Me Daddy actually not forward enough to get any spots there. He's looking for a shot in the crossing. Thinking that 7 Rats might move forward to the corner, but Origin will not find anything there at the moment. And him backing up like that means that he didn't spot the tanks running out of D as well. Looks like Archangel went for some sort of blind fire. But both teams playing far back as of now, but 7 Rats seems to be congregating towards A like they're going to make some sort of push. Archangel's going to step on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is there a trap that we smell here? Yep. Triple, quadruple speed boost from 7 Rats. They're just going to shove this. Going for the timings here. He's got to back up quickly. And 7 Rats bouncing a shot. They put one in. But Origin knows what's up here. Cora's here. Curtain going to support as well. Yarrow and Rondelisha going to take their time, though. Origin might lose their tanks before this. Curtain able to cross to position just in time here. But 7 Rats might just commit. Okay, looks like they don't want to commit. They see the support from Origin. They don't know where Rondelisha and Yarrow are. Draconics is over peeking to get info, but still hold down. And Archangel Core just going to go for him. They're like, oh, we're going to lose a tank. We might as well clip him out. Archangel not shooting, though. Actually dies with a shot in the clip. Black Viper sneaking around there to help get that kill. He's been caught himself, though. Rondelisha getting around. Gonna put some big damage in here. Curtain with a nice tracking shot. So Origin picks up a kill of their own. Core is just trying to put in the damage that he can before falling. Rob and Call Me Daddy kind of off on their own here, but it's a 4v4 in A. Cora, though, the next target, but he's still relatively healthy. 7 Rats is trying to see if they can angle or get angles on him. Cora's just trying to prevent Chuchi from getting kills. Curtain's gonna help out. Yeah, Cora's just putting shots into Chuchi before going down. Fair enough. Rondelisha getting in on Senpai. Curtain's going to go for Chuchu as well here. Puts one in. Going to need all three to get the kill, though. And Senpai also falling. And that's a miss from Curtain. Core actually providing Chuchu with a little bit of cover. Call Me Daddy Rondelisha going to try to get in to get that kill. Making contact with Quebec. Quebec taking a good hit of damage there from Rob. Nice shot from the 60 TP. Curtain is able to get the kill on Chuchu, although Trath is going to help clip him out. But Trath is more interested in getting the kill on Yarrow. Going to need to hit this shot. Does. Quebec's going to help kill Rob along with Ghost, who's still full health, by the way. It's a 4v4. Curtain and Rondelisha are empty with their clip to kill Draconics. They will lose Rob. But 7 Rats bouncing the kill. I think Draconics bounced a shot on Curtain. Curtain's more worried about surviving Trath here. And so we're going to see the 3v3. Quebec is a one-shot, which is notable. But Call Me Daddy's rotating in to help out with Trath. Although, is he looking more for the T100 or for Quebec? Does get spotted by Trath. Trath is going to try to sneak a shot in, but Call Me Daddy's not worried about the Kron at the moment. Trying to hunt down the light tank. Quebec knows where Call Me Daddy is and is going to run. The 7 Rats needs to do something about the caps here. Ghost's going to try to get his hit points into the game. That is the one thing 7 Rats has over Origin at the moment, but Origin having the healthier light tank is quite nice. Call Me Daddy's still chasing Quebec down. Quebec doing his best to hide. And this is just funny to watch. Just doing a complete lap around the map. Call Me Daddy went for some sort of blind fire or is going for cross maps into Ghost and Trath. They're going to see if they can pick up the kill on Rondelisha here. But Ron's backed out. He doesn't know where either of them are at the moment. Ghost does get lit as well as Rondelisha, and they actually should be able to sneak the kill on him. But Ghost missing the kill shot. Curtain is lit. Quebec gets the kill. Didn't see that angle. Good shot from Quebec. And now they're going to hunt down Rondelisha. 7 Rats having an advantage here. And he misses the shot on Ghost. He's looking for Quebec. Isn't going to find it. What happened there? And Ghost is going to kill Rondelisha. Now all of a sudden, 3v1. Origin being down 2 tanks. Call Me Daddy takes a hit. Quebec is grabbing A. Call Me Daddy's going to have to hunt him down, but This is going to be a very difficult 3v1. 7 Rats are just going to take D, take C, and all Quebec has to do is run. If Krim found him in the T100 LT, this could have been a very different game. But instead of playing for information, had to try to hunt down the light tank, and Quebec being able to run like this is intense. The only question is, will the points from 7 Rats be able to overtake Origins in time? Call Me Daddy will stop the A base. With only 40 seconds left, will we see 7 Rats' caps overtake Origins? That's really the only thing that matters right now. 7 Rats is not bringing a tank to hunt down the T100 Call Me Daddy here. So we just have to focus on the cap points. But I think with 30 seconds left, a good chance they overtake. Call Me Daddy's just going to try to go in and risk something. Ghost missing another shot there. Missing 2 shots. And with 13 seconds left, will the points pass? I think they will. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, they do pass. 7 Rats will get the win unless Quebec somehow kills himself here, but just in the nick of time, 7 Rats' points will pass Origins. And they take the set win here, I think, yeah? They do. So 7 Rats upsetting Apex and upsetting Origin. That's probably a top 4 spot for 7 Rats right there. They are safely in top 4 already. Painful loss for Origin. They were just bringing things back, but every win that Origin had was super close. 7 Rats really just played the set better overall. And well played to 7 Rats. Draconics with a nice 4K. In that game, just seemed like Origin was just spread out for too long. And 7 Rats just taking really good initiative in almost all of these games here. Very well played. I'm guessing that was the longest set of all of them, so if I refresh the website, they should all be good now. I hate getting these offers. It's ridiculous. You saw me get the same ones yesterday. Ugh. Alright. Refresh the website. And get at 2 or 3. 7 Rats with the tiebreaker over Origin. Apex over Rejects 4-2. Oblivion 4-Rose Moon. So Oblivion are yet to lose a single game. And then GG 4-1 over Metro. Solid. So main upset, 7 Rats over Origin and 7 Rats over Apex. Really, those are the only 2 upsets that have happened so far. 7 Rats had a rough time in the PYS stage. But they're doing well now. And yeah, so Oblivion, arguably, they've had their 3 easiest sets at the moment. They've beaten Rejects, Metro, Moon. All of these teams are yet to win a set, and they all got 4-0'd by Oblivion. So it's only going to get harder for them, but they are the top team right now, along with 7 Rats. But 7 Rats has had the much more challenging victories. So strength of schedule-wise at the moment, 7 Rats is number 1. So very cool. Again, poor Moon, Metro, Rejects. None of them have faced each other, and they are all 0 and 3. And even after today, they're not going to have played each other yet. So that is kind of funny. There's a decent chance that all of them start off 0 and 4. That would be painful. And then top 4 would almost be determined. Really, just 4th and 5th would be the only thing like in the air. Should enable battle chat for finale. I am not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing that. Anyway, that's that. We have a couple minutes. We have like, what, 10 minutes? 12 minutes? We'll get our invite in 9 minutes. We have time for a couple of games. It is still Burning Games as the mode, but Mad Games is coming back, which is funny because Mad Game was the mode before this, and it's just coming right back. So Wargaming is really not good at bringing any variation to the game modes. Use crons, everything, even town brawls. Gotcha. Okay, fair enough. I guess I was watching maybe a more specialized couple strats then. Would actually not have survived on 1 HP that long. Should have killed him. Yeah. Hard to hunt down a Panzer wagon, though. Quebec ran quite well. I keep forgetting to replace my middle consumable, which was reactive. I keep forgetting. After every game I played yesterday, I'd say I'd do it, and then I just forget. Just easily lose track of my memory, I guess. I'm just getting old. Alright, we can throw away our first life. It really doesn't matter. So, fine with me. I'll at least take a position on these guys. I'm going for the track there. I didn't think I backed up that much. What is my Cobra doing? Not much. We'll go for a ram here. Ram! Yeah, I actually got plenty of damage into the CS as well. Even Archangel's fault. Terrible call to push into to hold down crowns. Be like that, man. Cora needs to know the 116 is not invincible. Pushing up us terrible. Oh, I see. I missed a couple messages. Alright, well now that we are on our second life, this should be better. No, overpeak that. What the heck? And how did that miss? I don't know. Don't know. And how did that bounce? I've bounced like what, 2 Cupola shots in the 30B now? Three Cupola shots in the 30B now? Very cool. Okay, I don't know what the gain of doing that was. I'm just gonna take the base. And back out. Their CS is already full dead. Right. I'm getting good heals, so this is nice. Warsh, that's a cool username. Nice. W heals for my teammate. Alright, let's look for this guy right here. He's full dead. Enemy are healing themselves. There we go. Nice delete. Nice delete. Nice delete. Dang, we just get a nice little kill streak ski going here. My packet loss is a little annoying, but overall fine. Nice. 7 rats, trap, camping instead of going corner. Close for no reason, lol. Yeah, you're not wrong, Set. You're not wrong. I thought 7 Rats was just going to take the quick initiative. But them waiting a little bit, like, yeah, they were a little apprehensive. They weren't actually sure where the other two were. I think Rondelisha and Yara took a while. But yeah, like, once you push like that, you got to commit. I agree. Who do you have winning this season? I was thinking Oblivion as the favorites. No disrespect to Origin, but their roster is not on par with previous seasons. And so I was worried that would bite them a little bit. And Oblivion's kind of been rolling every team in scrims from what I've heard. I think they're the only team that has like all of their main players back. Because Orion's playing with like a skeleton crew. Not really skeleton crew. They have a lot of their starters back, not all of them. The Apex skeleton crew. And then obviously Joker's just not even here. 7 Rats, this is like a, not really a skeleton crew, but a new roster. GG is kind of a mix of a couple teams. 12% loss, that's kind of insane. What is occurring? Yeah, it's bad. Things are teleporting. 16%. Nice. This miner jet's just terrible. Oh my goodness. Video game hates me. My connection to Twitch is perfect though, so I don't really know what's up there. But it's fine. First life. Does it really matter? Not really. Oh my goodness. This is so bad. Do I even bother playing? I guess this is just the last game. I get my invite in 4 minutes. So I don't just back out here, obviously. Didn't see the WT there. Alright, let's just do as much bomb damage as we can. Go for the ram. Oh! What's up, Rye? What's up, Suppressa? Welcome to the stream, y'all. You guys get to watch some near 20% packet loss gameplay. This is borderline unplayable, but somehow we have managed to have a decent first life. But it's gonna be annoying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're just teleporting. Good fire. Nice. Cobra, Waffle, and the E4 second life. This is yikes. I am not pushing that. But I have 2 borderline AFKs. Well, one looks AFK, other one not quite. Oh, and Akron kills himself. Very nice. I'm gonna go for the WT. Oh, I'm probably lit. I am. Good kill from the Hori. Left him on 1. E4 fired to heal. He's on 1. HE on the moves don't work, but we got ramming speed. Oh! Alright, 1 minute till our invite. I'm gonna refill my water. GG. And finally, I will remember to change my equipment slot. Or my consumable. We got the win. MX Pro carried me. My goat. Alright, finally we'll put the repair kit on. Fine, guys. Now, I was doing that for a challenge. Also, I'm going to be getting my invite in just a minute here, but I'm going to restart my game first. So, it's fine. I have to hide the screen anyway as when I enter the training room, so it's fine. Also, guys, make sure to join my Discord. If you guys want to enter giveaways, I'm giving away battle passes today, giving away 2 battle passes and 6 fan containers. So, check out the giveaway channel in my Discord if you want to enter that. Just press on the Dino bot message. Thanks for sharing that set. I go watch for Bob other dreams. Yeah, cheers, man. Appreciate you hanging. Enjoy. Origin Oblivion's gonna be a good set. All right, so you've got Moon versus GG as the next set. Moon is 0-3, GG is 2-1. And after this set, we'll be over halfway done with top 8. Oh, also, guys, I'm wearing it. I don't know if you guys could see it. Got the 34 Chad shirt. Hell yeah. You can go ahead and show the room. Oh, I have this game on the wrong monitor. There we go. The Moon's finally showing up. GG's taking their time. And again, GG set earlier was a 4-1 win over Metro. So Metro took a game off of GG. I think that's their first game win of top 8. They lost 4-0 to Origin. They lost 4-0 to Oblivion. They had their 2 hardest sets as number 1 and 2. So props to them for, you know, surviving, I guess. And they took a game off of GG. How many will Moon take off of GG? Moon is yet to win a single game. No, they took 2 off 7 rats. So Moon is doing quite well against 7 rats, but they struggled against Origin and Oblivion. So they had their hardest sets early as well. It's just funny how it works out. Anyway, Moon's already set to go with their tanks. GG's taking a little bit of time with theirs. So what's cooking here with Moon and GG? I don't think I've watched Moon at all this season, so this will be first set that we watch with them. It's going to be very difficult for them to bring it back into top 4 at this point. 4 teams being 0-3 at the moment. Sorry, 3 teams being 0-3. Means that, you know, for one of them to make top 4, they're probably going to have to win out here. And it's going to be difficult to do, but again, Moon having had some of their hardest sets already. The remaining sets are this one against GG, who's in 4th at the moment. Then they have Apex tomorrow, who's in 3rd, so I guess they still have some challenging sets. And then Tour 6 is against Rejects, and Tour 7 is against Metro. At the moment, their records are tied, but probably won't be by that point. Your bingo card has a Waffen on one team. Nice. That would be funny to see. That's a very difficult bingo right there. I don't know how likely we're going to see that. Anyway, we can introduce Port Bay for the first map here, first 2 games of the set. And both teams are running a light tank. You can't see them right now, but Moon has a Panzerwagon, and a GG has an Nidva tank, who we've seen plenty of yesterday, rocking that Vickers. And here we are. Moon's going to be spotting A with a light. GG is spotting C. They've got a concept backing him up. Moon is headed in that direction, but taking their sweet time with those heavies, not running speed boost or anything. So it's going to take a moment of patience for him to spot anything, but he eventually will here. There we go, the crossing. Yep, concept is lit. And a tree falls. Yep, that's the tank's cue to run. Kintek's lit as well. I believe Moon's a Brazilian team. They're at least LATAM in some way. I'm not sure if it's Brazilian or not, but I think Nemo is, and I think Kintex is. I'm not 100% sure about everyone else. Cheem's taken some damage in that crossing. Was that a blind shot there? That last one might have been blind. So, good stuff there from Tyrannos, I believe it was. But Moon will take the cap lead. GG gonna step A. And GG playing pretty chill at the moment. Laikai's got a nice lane of fire on Teletubby, but Teletubby sees that light bulb, decides to back up, knowing that he's been spotted. And so, unfortunately, Crown Von burns the super consumable Retcal for nothing. Oh, never mind, I lied. Teletubby poked back up for some reason and took the hit. Good shot there from Laikai. It's Derpy Narwhals. He was on the Apex team last season. Was elected to play with GG this time around. Nibvatank moving forward in the Vickers. Spots Arturo. Gonna go for a shot? Yes. Not lit, actually. Good shot there from the Vickers. He's gonna decide to take another one. He might as well if you're not getting spotted for it. Maybe it's that tree. Spotted this time. Arturo's just gonna back out. Sneaky little spot from the light. Lucky that he didn't find a heavy tank there. And GG making a move in on B now. Down the caps. They have to make some sort of play, and the pressure from the light tank on Arturo in the reset spot gonna help there. Rimed's in one trying to get shots in, but they both miss. So GG will end up taking the B base, although Kintek's in position to put some crossfire in, but the tank I was going to say might have some return fire, but backs out. GG now having the cap lead are just going to play passively, but Power's taken a good bit of damage to get GG this cap lead. GG, though, they're still doing fine on the hit points, other than Power. Everyone else is full HP. And they have a few tanks ready to push C base now, apply even more pressure to Moon. Of course, Moon's got that concept in the corner. He actually does spot the push. So good early info. Power taking more damage. Didn't see who's shooting him. Looks like it's Rimeds who pushed over towards B. Tantan's kind of here sneaking around to back him up. Moon isn't aware of that yet. Nemo actually running into the building trying to run around there. He's lit. Moon's got a crossfire set up though. And they're moving a tank into A. Cheems, though, has taken some damage, and GG's just going to send Laikai across. Kintex putting shells into Tyrannos. Cheems is now going to be reloading. And his goal is just to survive here. Laikai sneaks in, though, and he'll be able to make work of him. I'm sure GG won't have any issues here, and he's just going to put one more shot in before falling. GG grabs the C base as well, 840 cap points. Hit points are still quite even. Moon actually did get the kill on Power, and now they found Tantan as well. One sneaking in there with the Panzer Wagon. But at the moment, Moon trying to grab the B base, and Zay is doing a good job of stopping it. GG actually picking up Remeds. They are a tank up. Kintex also incredibly low as well. Hanzo's been applying pressure for a while. And Tantan surviving long enough to put the rest of his shots into Arturo. That's going to be another kill for GG. After picking up Kintex, they drop Tyrannos, but big shots into the Panzer Wagon as well. And GG's looking poised to clean this one up. 990 cap points. They'll look for the kill on one, but they don't need it. And they take game one. Holding on to that cap lead there in the end game. And Moon tried to get the crossfires in the town, but weren't really able to push through it. Only able to get a couple kills there. Hanzo on top with 3.1. Nice. We'll get game sooner. Vickers stays for GG. And they are readied up quicker this time around. Cool, cool. I'm getting flashbanged by YouTube real quick. By the way, guys, Origin and Oblivion are playing each other on the other stream, so if you guys want to check that out, go to Mr. Otto Wattb. Anyway, 30 seconds left till we're good to go here. Moon's running a grill. Okay, okay. Seeing a little grill action here. We haven't seen these since the boosting incident on Fort Despair. But no light tank for them. 4 F3s and 2 Krons. GG are running 4 Krons with an F3 Felice. And a light, of course. Here we go with game 2. Moon GG. Moon going down 0-4 here would make it all but impossible to get into top 4 at this point. So they are fighting for quite a bit here. GG are in the hunt at the moment. They are tied with Origin for 4th. Apex having the same record as GG and Origin, but I believe the reason they're placed ahead as opposed to being tied is because of Apex's head-to-head win over GG. But that's how things are early on. Obviously, after 7 sets, things could look a lot different. This time, GG actually crossing their Vickers to see. He knows he's the only light tank in the game, so he'll have free reign over that side. Nemo taking a similar position to that of Derpy. Was it the same exact one? I forget which side of the rock he was on, but you can play in this area just fine. Laikai getting lit in the Kron. But Moon's going for an early aggressive play, not in B, but through B. And they're taking a lot of damage for it. Cheems, Teletubby, all getting hit incredibly hard. And Cheems actually could go down here. No. Makes it through, but this is not worth it. Moon is already down 4,000 HP. And they have barely put any damage in. Looks like one has found the Vickers, but he'll only put 1 shot in. Hanzo's just going to go for a quick kill on Mr. Cheems. Teletubby not even putting a shot into Tantan. Had the kill there, but didn't fire it. And that's 3 tanks traded for 1. Moon not looking too hot this time. Down almost 5,000 HP at this tank. They'll lose yet another. And just surprised to see Moon's aggression while running a grill. They have, you know, a lighter tank like the grill that's not able to do these pushes. That's just one less tank they have in the fight. Nemo missing the shot on Hanzo. Okay. You got to be hitting those shots in the grill. The grill's got accuracy, man. Yeah, rough one from Moon. This set may not be as competitive as I was hoping it to be, unfortunately. Moon's having a bit of a roughie here. Down goes 1, and Nemo is soon to follow. Not quite a 7-0, but that was a fast game right there. I didn't look at the final time, but a quickie for sure. 2-0 lead for GG, sweeping Port Bay. McGreal did the most damage, but was not nearly enough. Just a clean, pure overextension from Moon. Not really a whole lot else to say there. They weren't able to isolate a tank like they wanted to. They just bled way too much crossing before they even got remotely close to picking up a kill, which they eventually did, but the cost was too great. Not much else to say there. But that's that for Port Bay. We'll move on to Vineyards for games 3 and 4. And GG's going to keep the Vickers again. It's working, running that light tank. Moon taking their sweet time again with the lineup. Now, Vineyards is a bit of an unbalanced map in terms of spawns. The south one, widely considered to be better. You get easier control over most of the map. However, in a set like this, you know, both teams are guaranteed to see either spawn, so it doesn't matter as much. GG's playing so well at the moment that it may not even matter at all. They could just win it outright. 4-0 is definitely looking possible after the first 2 games. Moon's getting rid of that grill, back to a Panzer wagon, 4 crons, 2 F3s. GG, similar lineup, they remove a cron, replace it with a Felice in a different light tank. Anyways, Vineyards intro. My fault. Slowed transition there. Let the intro finish, and we'll get right into the game here. Moon gonna quick grab A, GG going for B. But it was Moon who stepped in first. He was trying to go for the blind reset. Hits nothing though. Moon will take the cap lead. Like I going for some blinds into the bush. And also some blinds on the leaving area as well. Hanzo actually putting in the full clip, but not hitting anything there. Moon playing aggressive through the middle. They find Power Zay and Vatank, who takes a hit. At the moment, GG aren't positioned to punish Moon. Despite having the south spawn, they're not actually taking control of the map in the way that happens sometimes. And Moon actually able to punish Collateral quite hard there. They find him and Hanzo in the back. Kintex unloading full clip. I can't tell. No, Arturo has a couple shots now, but they just got a little bit of recharge time here. And Hanzo crossing. He's getting hit hard as well. Getting spotted in the same place that Collateral got nuked. And even one sneaking a shot in like that. Did he hit Vatank there in front of Hanzo? Vatank was not spotted. But since he drove in front of Hanzo, he might have actually took the hit. Which is quite funny. GG is going to step on C, though. They definitely have control of that area, that's for certain. And as long as Laikai can help Moon to, or can help keep Moon off of B, then GG is doing okay here. But they are down a lot on the HP. Overextension from Kerry Caberga, though. GG has some trap areas set up here. Tan Collateral, both kind of holding back here. Well, Kiri tried to go for push on Laikai. It was definitely punished very hard for it. And GG actually have brought the hit points back to within 1,000. Looks like Power Zay gonna try to make a play for Nemo, but Teletubby being there, realizing they can't do that. One actually finding the 1v1 against Niv Tank. Now the Vickers does have HE, which will definitely help the fight, but one was already hit twice, I believe. So one should be able to win the fight. Shouldn't have an issue. He'll be able to stop the C base after that. Power was looking to help maybe, but not able to do so. Arturo getting picked off though. Moon losing a tank here. Teletubby got full HP and a full clip. Gonna put it into Zay here. Nemo just doing his best to stay away from Power, who is reloading shots. Kerry Cabergan going to try to join the fray, as well as one who misses his own shot. GG doing well on the tanks, and they've got the kills, but barely with an HP lead here. Zay gets picked off by Teletubby. Kerry Caberga needs to join the fight. And Teletubby's going to go down to power very quickly here. Cheem's Tactico looking for the kill in Laikai, not finding it. One gonna line up that kill though. Laikai gonna have to back around that rock. Cheems ends up picking up the kill here. Teletubby though going down. The caps are close, but in favor of GG at the moment. Just barely, I think? No. I can't tell at the moment. It's too close to say. But 3v3 scenario. Power's going to try to hunt down the Panzerwagon. And the Panzerwagon is paying too much attention to Tantan. Power's going to be able to sneak up from behind. And there we go. He is spotted now. But no, one able to get away. Kiting the best he can. But Tantan picks off Kerry Caberga. That kill was enough to give GG the 3-0 lead. So Moon was fighting pretty hard there. Had a big HP lead at the start, but threw it all away with Kerry Caberga's push. He had a little bit more gas left in the tank. Moon definitely could have had that victory, but despite losing the light tank 1v1 as well, EG were able to clean that one out. 3k for Tantan, nice game from him. And yeah, poor Kerry. If Kerry was able to be more effective that game, kind of drove around the whole map a couple times, but not able to put damage in. So unfortunate position. Although this time Moon has the south spawn, which is typically considered the stronger one. Maybe they can do something with it, but we may see a 4-0 here. Chat's been pretty silent this set. I don't blame them at all. This one's a little bit more one-sided than the ones we've seen. I don't think we've seen a clean sweep in a fat minute here. Who am I kidding? We watched GG4-0 rejects yesterday, didn't we? I lied. I lied entirely. I've got short-term memory loss, guys. It's Jover. Alright, let's get a game 4. Sorry, I was looking elsewhere for a minute. I was getting some Discord messages. I accidentally opened Outlook. Okay, nice. Alright, let's lock in. Both light tanks again going for the bases, but again, Moon's going to get there a little bit earlier. They will take it. Will Moon make the mistake of crossing the wrong direction? He does. He takes 2 hits for it. You can't cross that way. That's very punishable. One of those guys, I think Laikai? No, who is it? One of them didn't fire. Could have been a triple tap into the light tank. Yeah, you can't cross that direction. When you're in B, you can't go out this way, as tanks in the middle just nuke you. You have to go around this way when it's safe to do so, otherwise you just have to hang tight. So, good early bleeds from GG. They've got a good early lead here. Put in so much damage. The tank's got a good position all the way alone. Interesting how both teams that have the south spawn don't take map control the way that is typically used on this map. Which is obviously, like, you can't always do the telegraph play. You gotta do things different sometimes, but regardless, rough start for Moon. One getting spotted. Was that Hanzo? I can't click on Hanzo for some reason. Here we go. But already we are seeing a move being made from GG. 4 tanks down through the river under the bridge. Teletubby finally spotting them. And Moon has the info, but Nemo and Kintex are going to get shoved here potentially. Nemo choosing to peek that for some reason. Thankfully he doesn't get hit hard for it, but GG's push is looking strong. Power, though, taking some big hits. Teletubby, though, taking more damage than he probably wanted to. Power, though, looking painful. Kintek's missing shots. Gonna go for that kill. Well, I don't know why you back up at that point. If you're Kintex, you know you're gonna die. Just get the kill. Okay. I don't know. It's fine. Teletubby picks it up. But no difference either way. Teletubby goes down. Kintex also falls. So Moon is down a tank. Zay looking a little low. Cheems gets the pick on Tantan. Should be able to kill Zay as well. So Moon's actually getting decent kills here. Will be a 4v4 after Cheems picks this one up. But Laikai and Collateral are on Nemo at the moment, and they've got plenty of shells left. Also, one Nibva tank having their little 1v1 ski. Hanzo trying to help out here. Carry for Moon joining the fray, but he is more worried about Mr. Nibva tank. But for some reason, one staying back and allowing Hanzo to put a shot in there would have definitely won the kill on the Vickers. Maybe he wouldn't have been able to kill Hanzo, but would have gotten that kill if he didn't back up like that. And so we will see Moon in a 4v2 scenario. Both tanks alive, getting 2v1'd. And that means it will be a 4-0 here. Carry not going to be winning the 1v1 against Hanzo, who is a very strong 1v1 player. And Nemo's going to need a miracle to get the kill on Laikai and survive full HP Collateral, so... yeah, unfortunately for us, this set not quite as... oh, okay, I'm pretty sure Collateral backed up on purpose to give him the kill there. That was funny. Okay. But fine. That's game. GG with the 4-0. Giving them a charity kill at the end on Mr. Derpy Narwhals. That's funny. A little bit of rage bait. It's all good though. What's up, Noelle? Welcome to the stream. You're not Noelle. Noelle is your wife. I see. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, you joined at the very end. Nice 4.6 for Mr. Collateral. Good game from him. And there we go, guys. That is the first 4 sets of top 8 all done. I doubt any of the others are finished. I will refresh the website to check. But considering how fast this one ended, I'd have to wait a long time to see how the rest of them end up going. So I don't think I'm going to even bother playing any games. Yeah, this is... No, there is another set over, actually. And that was Apex Metro. So Apex has cleaned up Metro quite quickly. Well, I guess I can show it. Somehow that set was just as fast. So Metro are 0-4, and Moon are 0-4. Their top 8 hopes are pretty much cooked. Reject still fighting against 7 Rats, and Origin Oblivion, which I think will be a very good set, and I would recommend you guys just heading on over to Bob's stream. That is going on at the moment as well. Hopefully that one's closer. That's probably where I'll end up heading. So yeah, that's about it then. I won't keep you guys any longer. So yeah, see you guys not tomorrow because we got a little break on Friday, but Saturday is where top 8 will pick up. All right. See y'all. Stay safe. Happy tanking.